Alrighty guys, hello again, in case you're only just going to watch this video, but 2 seconds ago, I just finished my life update. So, transition, alright, so it is the, I already said that before, why'd I forget it? The 9th of March, 2012, yep, at 9:12 p.m. So today was my 3rd shot on testosterone from testing, which makes me 6 weeks on testosterone, and yeah, it's been a interesting 6 weeks. Exciting, scary, very scary at some points. It's intense. Not to put anybody off, but yeah. So see, okay, let's go change this first. That right there, the voice just, it kind of kicks out, and I need to clear my throat and then bring it back, and it goes up and down. So I mean, it probably sounds the same, but I feel like it's dropped. I think my voice has dropped a little bit, but I'll have to wait and compare it. But yeah, it's very croaky all the time. Like right now, I can hear it. It's croaky in here, and it's a little bit like chesty, but it's just really croaky in here. And you know, at work, I'm always yelling at things, and it's just like, and I just keep squeaking or crunching. And I know your voice doesn't really drop for like 6 months or something. It's only been 6 weeks, but you know, that's fine. It's starting now that I can feel the croakiness, and I'm gonna go with this. It's just gonna keep going for a few months, and then eventually it's just gonna break. But yeah. So I feel like it's maybe deepened, but I don't know. Maybe I'm putting it on, which is fine by me. I'll put on a deep voice just to pass. I mean, we all do it, right? So yeah. So interesting today. What was really funny, probably not so good, but really awesome. I went to my doctor, my GP, Dr. Cohen, at the super clinic, and just walked on through, saw him, gave him the shot, and because I'm only taking half the dose, he's got to go and extract half of it. Anyway, so I walked on his office and just waited, because I know a lot of people do it themselves, but I'm not comfortable to do that yet. So he went and did that, and he comes back in within like 30 seconds of me sitting down, and I said to him, I'm like, wow, you're getting really quick at that, because I'm his only trans patient, and small town, he's never even met a trans person before or knew much about it, so he's really excited to go through this with me as well. But yeah, so he made a joke, you know, he's told me he's getting pro at it and he's going to be amazing. So we were just joking around. We did the shot, and it took a little longer than usual. It didn't hurt or anything, but I just thought, it's taking a little bit of time. And then we were sitting down talking about it and talking about how I'll be on the full shot by, you know, April and things like that. And he asked me, oh, so it'll be like a higher concentration or something like that. And I was a little bit confused. I was like, what are you talking about? Higher concentration. Oh, I dropped my pen. But yeah, and so then I just had a look at it, and I noticed there was just the syringe that you get from the prescription. No extra one that he used to extract anything. So I just looked at him and I was like, did you give me the half shot that I'm supposed to have? And his face just dropped, and he was like, oh no, I'm so sorry, I've given you the full one, blah, blah, blah. So we just joked about it, no big deal, like, there's nothing we can do now. So, yeah, all in all, I got a full shot of testosterone today, which is pretty cool. I mean, I don't think it's going to have any negative effects, and I hope it doesn't just end up getting converted to estrogen, because I know that can happen if you take too much. But hey, I got a full shot of T, which is pretty cool. So I'm really hoping for some good changes over these 3 weeks. Like, bam, something noticeable, because it'll be really cool. But yeah, so be prepared for that next time. I won't be bummed out if I don't have much, but if it's still steady, then I'll be like, okay, my body's not ready for it yet. But full shot of T is pretty cool. So yeah, there's that. All of it changes. Alright, so I already spoke about my voice and the croakiness, and I don't know if my neck's gotten thicker. I don't think it has. I'm trying to compare it to the last video from up here. I can't actually see it. What did I do that for? So, okay, muscles, I said, I mean, there's not much there, but I can feel it. I can feel that there's more there. I can feel there's more there. My washing's done. Like, even on flex, I'm just like, wow, like, you know, okay, and just in case there's any people out there who are starting T, or starting T soon, this muscle growth that I'm saying is like, oh, hang on, it's just come out of nowhere. Like, the testosterone's obviously helping build it. Taking testosterone does not give you muscles, okay? Disclaimer for everyone out there. Taking testosterone does not give you muscles, okay? Taking testosterone increases your rate of muscle growth, but the actual physical growth is completely up to you. Completely. Like, that's why men have bigger muscles than women in general, because women don't have that natural testosterone to give them enhanced muscle growth. Men do. So us trans guys are getting that natural testosterone, so our muscle growth is like bam, 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 increased. But if you don't physically do anything about it, you're going to stay small and scrawny. Like every scrawny guy out there, they're the ones that don't do anything. They sit in an office job, they do nothing. So, but it's just a general thing that we all do as guys and we all do as men. We like to work out because we like to look muscly and good. But just a disclaimer in case anyone's thinking I'm going to go on T and just bulge. It doesn't work that way. The only reason I feel like I've got this is because the last 3 weeks, actually, I've been on at work on the nights we get our delivery. And when you get it, you're like, every box is roughly between anywhere from 1 to 13 kilos each box. And we're talking about 400 boxes. And we've got to lift it, throw it, and unload it in about half an hour with like 3 guys. So I've been there and I've been doing that. And I usually can't do that much, but I notice I can do more and more and more. And I've got the energy and the stamina to do more of it. So, yeah. But that's why I think that's grown. My hunger is ridiculous. Like, I mean, I had dinner I had Red Rooster. So I just ate a large meal about half an hour ago. And usually I would eat that and that's it, I'm done. I am good for the night. That's my dinner. And I wouldn't eat dessert. But I'm really, when I get to work, I'm thinking I'm going to eat more takeaway and crap. But like, I'm hungry. I could just keep eating. Like, and it's not like it's not a starvation hungry. It's just, I'm not full. I'm not satisfied. So, yeah. So I think I haven't weighed myself. That's what I was going to do. But I feel like I've put on weight. But, I don't know. Promises, I'll watch my video next time and I'll actually weigh myself so you can know. I was 44 kilos. Tiny. So my goal, I want to get to 60. I want to weigh 60 kilos. Not fat, muscle, mainly. But I would love to weigh at least 60. 55 to 60. And I feel good. Yeah. I'm so underweight. It's ridiculous. Okay. My acne, it's getting a little bit worse over the last, like, week. But I've been eating kind of crappy, so I don't know. It's not so much here anymore. It's actually all along here, which is really starting to annoy me. But I heard one of the guys say that if you start getting a bit of acne, start to shave a bit more. I shave like once every 2 weeks or something. Shave a bit more and that should help. So I might do that tomorrow. See how that goes. Okay, now the biggest part of transition, and this is why I knew the video was going to go for so long, because I've been working myself up to how do I talk about this. As not a fear to any trans guys out there, don't take this bad, but a warning. And I don't know if everyone experiences this or if maybe it was just me, but what I've noticed with most guys is they're on a 2-week cycle. They get their shot every 2 weeks. My shot is every 3 weeks. That's just what they did. There was no option of 2 weeks. They said this is how often you will have it. So if it's Australian guys or specifically Melbourne guys, your shot will be every 3 weeks. If you go to the gender dysphoria clinic. But when I researched it, the testosterone, promethazine in the oil, concentrate, runs itself over a 15 to 18 day cycle. So after 2 weeks, there is still that testosterone from the last shot still in you, so it's still going through. But by 3 weeks, it's been gone for a few days, like at least 4 to 5 days. There's been no testosterone like coming out anymore, no testosterone being released. It's stopped, and so the estrogen's got a few days to try and kick back in. Now that has been the worst experience of this testosterone like transition so far. I feel better now knowing that I've got the T in me, and it's probably going to kick in, start working straight away. But so what happened was pretty much maybe 3 days ago, 4 days ago, and it took me a couple of days to realise I was so close to my T shot, and maybe that's got to do with it. So give me 2 days and I'll be able to tell you absolutely what it was, had everything to do with it. But my emotions ran wild, they ran rapid, and you know what, it's so hard to explain. I can't really explain it, but take it as a heat of warning that this testosterone, because all I can see it as is I'm getting T, I'm going to start looking like a man. It's a hormone. Like, we've got to remember, it's a hormone, as in it's going to really stuff with the way you feel, like really feel. And so that's what I noticed. I was thinking, like, that I was so happy with life, that everything was going great, and yet, like this, I was angry, and I was so mad, and I started punching things and hitting things, and I just wanted to hurt someone, or hurt myself, like, not in that kind of way, like, hit a brick wall until my hand bled, like, and then, drop of a hat, I was happy again, and I was bubbly and excited, and bouncing off the walls, hypergenic, and then, like that, I just wanted to escape from the world and hide in the corner, and I couldn't tell you why. I really could not give you a good reason to why I felt so miserable, then why I felt so angry, and, like, I could feel it all here. I could feel every emotion. Every single emotion was in me, and I was fighting it. And I've just been so tired. So tired and so exhausted. I really don't want to have to fight all those emotions off again. Like, that was hard. I don't know if anyone, I'm sure you do. Skylar's videos, Skylar 11, when he's on, later in his videos, when he's about 2 years, just recently, before he had his histo, he said he was dealing with a lot of emotional combat between the estrogen and the testosterone. And, I watched him and thought, oh, yeah, maybe I'll go through that. But you really don't understand it until you feel it. And I totally get where he's coming from now. That why, it's exhausting, it's tiring, and you literally can feel the testosterone and the estrogen just hitting each other. And the estrogen just sends your emotions like crazy, and you can feel it coming back, and you don't want it back. You don't want it. You want that testosterone in you. You want to feel the way you did a week ago. And it won't go away. And, yeah, so, that was hard. One of the hardest things was, it was scaring me. I was actually really scared of the way I would feel and how I couldn't get rid of that feeling. But, and I was so upset with the way I'd treated. Well, I got into a pretty bad fight because of it with my girlfriend, and I was just so upset about it, and I was so upset about what I'd done and everything, and yet I wasn't upset because my emotions were too torn and tied in together. And then I was so upset that I just wanted to cry. Like, I needed to cry and just lose control and just cry. But I couldn't. It wouldn't let me. Like, these hormones just wouldn't let me. I had tears. I had the escaping breath. I had the sore stomach. I had every indication that I had been bawling my eyes out. But nothing. I just laid there still. And nothing happened. Like, so it was scary. It was really scary. And when I get towards the end of my 3 weeks after this shot, I really hope that I don't have that situation again. If it happens again, I'm going to make a note to talk to my endo about it and my psych. But if 2 more times this happens, I'm going to definitely talk to him about moving my shots to every 2 weeks, because the job I work in can't afford me to get this emotional about things. Like, I'm in customer service. I work with I work with teenagers. I'm their superior, I'm their boss. I can't afford to lose control of my emotions. So, I'm really sorry that video became very long and depressive at the end there, but yeah, I definitely had a big note written down that I wanted to talk about that. I just wanted to remember what it's like, and I wanted to warn anyone out there who is going on tea, please still go on it. I mean, if that's what you want, you like do it. Let's get it straight. I would not change anything for the world. I went back to get my shot again, knowing that this is probably going to happen at the end of this 3 weeks. The point is, I know hopefully how to handle it. I know what I can do to try and fix it, some sort of stress relief. I can figure something out. And I noticed there was bits and pieces about emotional conflict and stuff in there, but no one really seemed to really dwell on it. And I just really want to dwell on it because it was such a scary, frightening and intense experience. And that could just be because I don't really have any other trans friends yet. I haven't really met anyone, so no one could give me this sort of warning. I had no one to back me up and be like, man, this is how I feel, don't you understand? No one else understood, really. And even when I tried to talk to people at work, all they can say is, well, yeah, I suppose that would happen. Like, there's nothing they could really do. And my girlfriend was amazing. I can't believe she stuck through me with it. But that's why, I have this now. But, yeah, so, that's a long video. Alright, well, see you again in 3 weeks. Peace. Thank you for watching.